What's up, everybody? It's Grim, and today we have a lot to talk about regarding GTS wrestling, this coronavirus, the government lockdown, and the future of this channel. Please watch this entire video. There's going to be a lot of information that I'm going to go over for you guys, and it's super important that you guys know all of this. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is GTS GrimaMania Live, our live event that was supposed to happen March 21st in New Egypt High School, has been postponed. It is not canceled. If you bought tickets for it, your tickets are still good for when we do the show as soon as all this bull crap is over. This show's gonna happen. Regardless, it's happening. And I want you guys to come. It's gonna be a banger. And now we're even more determined to make it an even bigger banger. So you guys are gonna wanna be there for GTS Live whenever it happens. Stay tuned to this channel. Your tickets are still good for the new event, and we'll see you there. It's gonna be awesome. Now, what's gonna happen with GrimaMania here on YouTube like I promised? Well, yesterday, March 21st, I figured even if people were busy, they weren't busy because they were booked for the show. They were booked to be on my show, so I figured they got nothing else to do. They were supposed to be on my show. So let's do our show just without the fans because we can't because of Corona. We'll do it here in GTS Wrestling, in the yard, like a normal episode. And we'll have GrimaMania. And then shit hit the fan. Shit hit the fan hard. Our GTS roster, everybody that's supposed to be on the card, most of them anyway, gathered up here, ready to wrestle. We got through 3 or 4 matches, and then the police came. And they said, oh no, you guys can't be doing this. And we said, well, why the fuck not? It's private, just like WWE's taping, just like AEW's taping. It's private. There's no fans here. We're all here willingly. What's the problem? They said this isn't an essential business. I said, fuck you, bitch. GTS is essential business. GTS is essential to my fans. GTS is essential to us. We are essential, you sons of bitches. And the police said, your little wrestling show on YouTube is not essential. And you're all going to have to leave. And they said, and come tonight, they said right now there's a limit of 10 people gatherings. And then come tonight, there will be no gatherings. This was yesterday. Our governor actually came out and said this.
Fellow New Jerseyans, I have just signed an executive order directing nearly all residents to stay at home. All gatherings are canceled. This means no weddings, funerals, or birthday parties. I don't take this action lightly, but my goal is to make sure you can gather safely with family and friends later. Further, all non-essential retail businesses must indefinitely close their physical stores to the public effective 9 p.m. tonight. Only businesses critical to our response may remain open.
No gatherings are allowed to happen whatsoever. And I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to tape GrimaMania? We're here privately, whatever. And the police said it's a law, and that if we didn't stop, police threatened to arrest me if I did not comply with the law. But I said, but wait a minute, you did say 10. Most of my matches don't have 10 people in them. So we're going to find a way to do this. And we did. We got most of the matches in. But some matches did have to change based on travel issues. Some of the roads were shut down. Some people weren't allowed to come. And some matches, unfortunately, did not get to be filmed based on timing, travel issues, you name it. But guys, we did the best we could. We really did. We went all out. And GrimaMania has been filmed. GrimaMania this year is a fucking banger. I promise you. I stood there and I recorded every goddamn match. I recorded every goddamn scene. And I can tell you, the GTS roster, I am proud as fuck of you guys. We went out there and we killed it. And I can't wait for you guys to watch GrimaMania right here on this channel over the course of the next 2 weeks. Every match is going to have its own standalone video. Every single match. And we want to see which match brings in the highest ratings. That comes in on you guys. So we want to know who's going to bring the biggest ratings. Is it going to be Hitman versus Jake Reaper in the fireworks match? Because you know that match is going to be a banger. Is it going to be me versus Joey Ryan? Well, unfortunately, I got some bad news. Before New Jersey even went on lockdown last night, Los Angeles went on lockdown, and Joey Ryan's flight canceled, couldn't make it. Joey Ryan fears Grim. Don't worry, Ryan. I'll get your dirty mustache ass in the ring, and I'm going to beat it eventually. The circumstances surrounding me and Joey Ryan trying to get into the ring right now have been ridiculous. But when it finally happens, probably at the live event, it's going to be insane. But that leaves me without a GrimaMania match. Well, I've been challenged. Because apparently, this week, in a supermarket somewhere, the loser champ loser, Drax Mason, ran into a female wrestler who appears on our show sometimes. Her name is Gemma Juliana. And he pinned her in the middle of the supermarket for the 24/7 loser belt loser title. And then Joey Ryan apparently called Gemma and said, you know what? Go face Grim at GrimaMania in my place and put that loser belt on Grim. She could put something else on me, but she ain't putting that loser belt on me. I can tell you right now, coming up this week on this channel at GrimaMania, I'm going to step in the ring with one of the most beautiful women ever step between those ropes. Her name's Gemma Juliana, and she's currently the GTS loser belt loser. And it's going to be a loser belt match. How on my own show, the show of shows, the hero of heroes, is booked in the loser belt match? People are pissed. I'm people. But you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put on a match that slaps so fucking hard, it's going to slap the taste right out of Kurt Bale's mouth. And why do I say Kurt Bale? Because he's going to be on camera commentary and ring announcing. Also Jungle Jim. Now, going forward, what other matches may have been changed, may have been updated? Well, unfortunately, the food in the fridge match got royal scrambled. Now, Bonifer was supposed to come back. Bonifer was supposed to return to GTS in this food in the fridge match, but unfortunately, due to travel issues, he didn't make it in time for when we had to film the food in the fridge match. Same thing with Joe Wolf. But we're going to fix that for you, because what we're going to do is we're going to take Bonifer and Joe Wolf and put them against each other one-on-one in a death match right here at GrimaMania. This match is going to be insane because you know Bonifer's out for blood, as always. And you know little tiny turd loves to run his mouth, but can he actually do deathmatch? I can't wait for you guys to see it. I really can't. Bonifer versus Joe Wolf. But what about food in the fridge? Food in the fridge is still going to happen. And guess what? This year, food in the fridge got even crazier because there's actually going to be not a briefcase, not a fanny pack, but the food in the fridge is actually going to be a refrigerator. We are hanging a mini fridge above the ring, and the only way to win this match is to retrieve the mini fridge that is dangling above the ring. Guys, never been done before. Actual food in the fridge contract is the food in the fridge briefcase. Who's going to be in the match? Tony Emerald, Joe Dice, the Mushroom Tip, Adam Bazar. This is a big one. This is a big one. The return of Stone Cold Steve Urkel. He's going to be in the match. Also in the match, Violence, the Corona Violence, as we've been calling them. Violence enters into the food in the fridge. And finally, last and certainly not least, stepping up, getting his way in there, it's Kid Badass. Which one of these men is going to capture the food in the fridge refrigerator? Which one of these men could potentially cash in? We're doing this match first, so that way the winner will have that refrigerator for the entire rest of the show, and he can cash in for any championship at any time. The YouTube title, the GTS championship, the United States title, the Intercontinental title. The winner of this match could cash in at any time. It's going to be insane. Now, also, because required air travel, Priscilla Kelly could not make it to GTS because she was also flying out of a large city that's on lockdown. And unfortunately, James Ellsworth will not be able to face Priscilla Kelly for the Intergender Championship. But James Ellsworth has announced that if she doesn't show up, spoiler alert, she's not going to, that he wins the match by forfeit and becomes Intergender Champion again. But don't worry, because that Intergender title will not be around James Ellsworth's waist when GTS GrimaMania is over. And that is not just a promise. How's Paul Heyman say it? That's a spoiler. Well, you're like, but Grim, you just gave away the results of his match. No, I didn't. No, I did not. Wait till you guys see what happens, because you don't even know who Ellsworth is going to face, and I can't give it away right now. And the reason why is because something happens. Something big happens in the very first video of GrimaMania that is going to be coming up on this channel very soon. So turn on your notifications. If you're not subscribed to me, you got to subscribe, and then you got to tap that bell, and you got to tap that bell to get all notifications. And when that notification comes across your phone, you tap the shit out of it, and you're gonna watch GTS, and you're gonna be blown away at the insane action, the risks that I've taken, not only for myself, not only for my show, but for my roster, and most of all for you, my fans, because the police can come and shut us down. The police can say, you can't have a gathering of more than 10 people. The police will say you can't have a gathering at all. The governor could order executive orders to shut me down. But there's one thing about the Grimster, and that's, I won't lay down for anybody. And GrimaMania is gonna go off. We're following the rules. We're doing what the CDC suggests, and it's still gonna go down. And unfortunately, there was 2 matches on GrimaMania that we were not able to film due to time, due to travel issues, due to multitudes, that's not even a fucking word, of things. We don't know what's gonna happen. We're either gonna film it maybe this week, maybe it will still happen. Again, I don't know. We're gonna do our best. It might be first video back in months. I don't know. That's the other thing. So they shut us down. No gatherings whatsoever. So after these GrimaMania matches and after GrimaMania event airs, what's left for us? Where does GTS go if we can't have GTS? Well, Grimster's brain is working overtime. Shoot interviews. I'll go to their goddamn houses. We'll set up. We'll do shoot interviews. You know, this might be a good time to get to know the rest of the roster. Let's just go see how they live. I'll travel to everybody's house. We'll start with friggin' Tiny Turd Joe Wolf. Remember when we seen him as a millionaire shopping at the dollar store? Yeah, we're gonna expose the GTS guys. I'm gonna go to their houses. I'm gonna film things. I will keep the content rolling with your favorite GTS stars one way or another. If I gotta fight motherfuckers in my bedroom, I'll goddamn do it. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not go out without a fight. This is my life. And I can't just lay there in bed and do nothing for the foreseeable future until further notice. Guys, I do want to say though, you guys got to be safe with this coronavirus. We got to put an end to this as fast as possible. I don't know how that's possible. I don't understand it at all. And I'm not going to pretend I'm smart enough to understand it all. And I'm not going to pretend to sit here and say, this is super serious, we all need to be worried. Or say, this is just a fucking joke and don't worry about it. I'm not smart enough. I get beat up in the ring for a living. But I will tell you this. I love you guys. And I want you to be safe. And I hope, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that every one of you stays healthy, stays safe, and we're all going to get through this together. And I'll do the best I can to be here on all my channels to entertain you guys the best I can. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah!